Hello there YouTube, it's Victor for the Give Me a Flake Man channel. I have been asked this question so many times and I've answered in so many different videos, but usually in longer videos. So this video is just for this one question. How do I become an English teacher in Japan? And I'm just going to tell you what I know. You should Google before, taking my word for everything. I can only speak as an American, not for Americans. But these are the basic questions I get asked again and again, okay? What do you need? Ideally, a BA or a BS, any degree from a four-year institute, an accredited four-year institute. You can major in anything. It doesn't have to be English literature like me. You can be in anything, anything you can think of, okay? Biology or science or math, or economics, PE or music, anything is fine, right? Do you need one of those TOEFLs or one of those teaching certificates? No, you don't. If you have the BA and BS or whatever, four-year degree, and if you have a diploma and one of those, sure, it's better, it's icing on the cake. If you have a master's, even better. You can work at a university, and those are cushy jobs, okay? That's one way to be an English teacher. Now, if you don't have one of those degrees and you're an American and you get over here on a different visa, like a spousal visa, yes, it's possible to get a teaching job. I know a couple of people who've done that. Connections is a big deal here. So once you get here, go out and make connections. Go knock on doors, try to find a job. Of course, if you don't have a degree, you may get paid a little bit less. But I know guys who actually have no degrees and have actually weaseled themselves into university positions. Maybe the university doesn't know about that. Another thing people ask me about is fake degrees. Yeah, buyer beware. You can buy one of those fake degrees or fake your own degree, but if they ever look it up, you could possibly get kicked out of the country. Now, what often happens here is you come over here and you find someone to sponsor your visa. You find a job in a school like this school sponsors the visa. That means they submit a contract and they do the paperwork and submit it to the immigration here in Japan, and the immigration will give you a stamp for either 1 year to 3 years, or even I think the limit these days is 3 years, and you get to stay here. If you break your contract with that school, you won't get a letter of release, so it may prove difficult to move jobs. Well, you know what? You can just quit your job and go to another job, but once your visa has expired, you'll have difficulties renewing that visa. So you have to renew after a year or 3 years. So that's something to watch out for. A lot of people, not a lot, well, some people, if you have bad luck, you might come over here get a crappy job, realize, oh, this is a crappy job, I want to move, quit your job, screw you to that company and go to a different job. Because some of the companies here are abusive, but always beware that you may have trouble renewing the visa. You may have to, I don't know what you would do in that case. In the old days, you would have to leave the country, so you'll have to ask somebody then. But I'm just telling you what you need to get the job in the beginning. Now, if you're from one of the other English-speaking countries, like Canada, Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa, etc., some of those countries have exchange reciprocative, what is that called? Japan and those countries, for example, England, have a deal where their youth can go to that country and get a job on something called a holiday working visa. And if you're from one of those countries, and lucky for you, I don't know how well they pay. They may pay the same, they may pay a little bit less. Again, you can get a job that way, but of course that's only until that visa runs out, and I think it's only up to a year. I don't know if it's renewable. Google it. I don't know about that stuff. Another question I get a lot is, what if I'm an American? Not a lot, but a few times. What if I'm an American, but I wasn't born in America, which is the case. America is a land of immigrants, like I was. I was not born in America, but I am an American, and no problem. If you can speak as well as these words coming out of my mouth, if you can speak quickly and like a native, and nobody can tell that you're not an American or not a native English speaker, could be another accent, of course, then you'll be okay. So don't worry about that. I think that's basically it for that question. I can't, there have been variations of this, so one more time, any four-year degree is fine. You don't need a teaching certificate, and I guess that's about it, okay? I'm going to be answering quite a few emails, so if you're interested, they may pertain to you or they may not, but you can go and look at the list, and I'll put them in a playlist so you can see them all. Anyway, that's this video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.